So today we're going to talk about how damage to your gut occurs and what follows. So you may be familiar with the term leaky gut. Leaky gut is kind of the layman's version of the medical term intestinal permeability. And what that basically means is the lining of your gut becomes permeable and starts letting things through that it's not supposed to. So you may remember when we talked about your intestine, and one of the main functions there is to help digest our food and get all those good for you nutrients and vitamins and minerals out of the food we're eating into our bloodstream to help support the daily functions of our body. The problem is when damage to our gut lining occurs, those holes get bigger and bigger and larger particles are starting to get let through that are not supposed to be there. And since they're not supposed to be there, your body kind of freaks out and starts to mount an inflammatory reaction. And when this happens all day, every day, because of that excessive toxin burden that we talked about that we're exposed to all the time, you're at an increased risk for having a chronic state of inflammation and eventually chronic disease. So some of the reasons that lining can get broken down are excessive stress, alcohol use, just everyday medications, whether prescription or over-the-counter medications, environmental toxins, triggers, and even some of the foods we're eating. So my goals for my clients are to first stop that damage. So just starting to have awareness of the products you're consuming, putting on your body, or even around. Then we're gonna work on decreasing inflammation and healing. So some other ways to kind of stop that damage are to focus on stress. And I know that's not always the easy answer, but if you work out all the time and you eat right and you're still having issues, you really need to be focusing on your stress levels. So a couple of things I like to do are, meditation is not for me, so I know that I'm gonna do better with really deep, intentional, deep breaths throughout the day. So I focus on that, and then I don't necessarily journal, but I'm a big list writer. So I feel like if I can write things down, it really helps clear my mind, and that will bring my stress level down. So think about those, if either of those you can incorporate into your life, and let me know if you guys are ready for some healing modalities, and we can talk about that as well.